Hello everyone, welcome to Let's Play Persona 3 Reload. Now, few things real quickly. I want to apologize for not getting this out sooner. I had intended to do it at release, but a lot of things were going on at that time. I got a new job, and I was trying to get a schedule set up to where I could work and record. I think I have it set. This week is going to be a trial run for that. Excuse me while I open my tea. So that was kind of the reason why I didn't do it at release. So I apologize for that. Second thing, this is very important. As is the case with all Persona games, this is a mature title. I'm no longer putting the ESRB rating up in the upper left-hand corner because that's not a a global thing. Some people have the PEGI system and so on. So I wanted to, I'll put that information in the description where I put the um, publisher, developer, release date, all that information. I'll put that in there. But this game in particular, it has a lot of heavy tones. The entire premise of this game bases around the concept of memento mori, which is a Latin phrase basically meaning remember you are mortal. Um so yeah, this game gets dark. Keep that in mind. That being said, no spoilers, please. This is a remake, a remaster of the original game, or remake, I guess, a good way of putting it, of the original Persona 3 with some FES stuff added in and some new stuff added in, to make it more up to date. But it still has that core story in it. If you've played the original Persona 3 and looking forward to this, awesome. I love you. It's one of my favorite games. But please, there are some people who never heard of Persona until Persona 5. Don't spoil it. Don't be a dick. Just please. For me, thank you. To the point that I actually do remove comments that are straight up spoilers. I don't want to ruin the experience for people, so that's just my request. Um, as this game is new, there is no actual official guide for a Max Social Link playthrough. I did find one, potentially, so we're going to attempt a Max Social Link run through. Because, guides and whatnot. But, yeah. Last thing before we get into this was one of the very first Let's Plays I did for the channel. One of the very first. Back when I had the 15-minute time limit per video. So, it's really good to come back to this game. This was also my introduction to Persona. So, even though the original is a bit dated, this game is still one of my favorites. So, I'm looking forward to this. So, let's get into it. Now, I've done very little research into the game. Only a few things. But overall, I don't know the new voice actors. I don't know the overall quality of how the game looks. I'm just curious. So let's go. All right. As usual, we're going normal. Difficulty, by the way, if you want to do it on peaceful, go ahead. You're playing a game for fun. Have fun. I usually go normal. Beginning, then later on, I'll go into the harder difficulties for fun. But we're gonna stick with normal. Anytime, excluding merciless. Auto revives, less stressed by modern challenge. Yes, the normal. Hehehe. So excited. I may have to mute a few songs because there are a lot of copyright songs. Time waits for no one. All equal as flow. All lives born to their end. You who will protect the glimmer of the finite future. You have a single year. Go forth and live it in the time given to you. Even in these halcyon days of repose, let your heart guide you and never stray from its path. Yes!
head. And then pull the trigger. Come on. There's no way I can't!
Your attention, please. Today's train schedule will be modified due to a rail switching malfunction. We apologize for any inconvenience. The next stop is Iwatodai.
Iwatoda. Iwatoda. This is the final train bound for Tatsumi Port Island. Please board before the scheduled departure time.
I arrived so late, I better hurry up. Iwatodai dorm. So, yeah. That little bit right there, that's a good warning for that. Also, as a quick heads up, I do not have any of the DLCs. I may get them later on down the line with my next paycheck, so we'll see. That's where I'll be staying from now on. It should just be up ahead. Oh, that's new! In the original, I'll be doing this a lot, by the way. In the original, sort of compare contrast. When you get off the train, it's all one cutscene up to the dorm. I like this. Go to a strip mall. Huh. Coffin-like object. This a coffin? What's it doing here? Alright. Come on, wait. This way. They did a really good job recreating all of this. Iwatodai dorm. I guess this is it. Oh, we get a full view of it. Nice. Oh, that's so good.
Welcome.
Hold on a second. I gotta do this. Save recent. 15 seconds. So, this little boy, was kind of the inspiration for my online handle in a way. My friend loves this character as well. I want to show her that transition because that was so sick.
You're late. I've been waiting a long time. If you wish to proceed, sign your name here. It's a contract. There's no need to be scared. All it says is that you accept full responsibility for your actions.
Okay, so now we get to put our name. Unfortunately, it doesn't tell us the order. So there are actually multiple names for this character. See if I can find the list. So there is Makoto Yuki. That was one of the names given to him. see if I can find the list and where they're from. Minato Arisato is one of them. And he was also given the name Sakuya Shiomi, which is from the musical adaptation Persona 3 The Weird Masquerade, which is kind of cool. Let's see here. I think I went Minato last time, so let's go with Makoto. Makoto. Arisato. Hold on a second. I want to make sure I have it right, because if this is in the Japanese setting, I may have gotten the names mixed up. Reload. Nope. Name order. Continue. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So for this, Makoto Arisato. No, this is Makoto Yuki. Um, given name on the left, family name on the right. So if we were going to go with Makoto Yuki, um, Yuki will be his family name. Actually, no. They're both actually first names. Makoto and Yuki. That's weird. I think it was Minato Arisato. Let's go with that one instead. Minato. Minato Arisato. No. Makoto Yuki. There we go. So yeah, this would be his family name. His given name. This would be his family name. I guess Yuki could be a family name. Huh. Actually, I kind of like the mixture. Makoto Arisato. Let's go with that.
Good. Time is something no one can escape. It delivers us all to the same end. You can't plug your ears or cover your eyes. And so, it begins.
Who's there? How are you here at this hour? Don't tell me.
Wait!
Huh? The lights.
I didn't think you'd arrive so late. My name is Mitsuru Kirijo. I'm one of the students who live in this dorm.
Who's he?
He's a transfer student. It was a last-minute decision to assign him here. He'll eventually be moved to a room in the boys' dorm.
Is it okay for him to be here?
I guess we'll see. This is Yukari Takeba. She'll be a second year this spring, just like you.
Call me Takeba.
You know how it is these days. It's for self-defense. It's not a real gun, of course. It's getting late. You'll find your room at the end of the hall on the second floor.
So first off, Mitsudo and Yukari, they both, I think, still have the same voice actors or actresses. Apologies. I do love their rereads of these roles. They do sound a lot better, in my opinion. Persona 3 maybe one of my favorite personas. It's old. It's dated. The mysterious boy, he's new. Really like his read. As a fun side note, from what I remember reading a long time ago, the guns actually were real in the original Japanese text. There's a reason for this that I'll get into in the future, but that was supposed to be the reason why Yukari was reaching for it, because she actually was gonna just pull a gun on him because she has a gun. So yeah, just a fun little side note.
Your things should already be there. Why don't you get some rest?
Oh, I'll show you the way. Follow me. Here's your room. Pretty easy to remember, huh? Since it's all the way at the end here. Do you have any questions? What, kid? What are you talking about? Come on, that's not funny. Can I ask you something? On your way here from the station, was everything okay? You don't know? I guess that means you're fine. Well, okay. Don't worry about it then. I'd better get going. I'm sure you still have questions, but let's save them for later, okay? Good night.
Actually, thinking on it, Yukari's voice might be different. Cute little room. Fun little side note about Japanese architecture. Most houses in Japan don't have centralized heating. That's more of a Western thing. So this room would be freezing in the winter, hot as hell in the summer. I'm not sure about insulation though. It might be they may have it just a little not as thick as everywhere else, but yeah. Life in the dorm starts today. The room came pre-furnished and everything. I'm spent. I should put my things in the closet and get to bed early. You can save your progress by pressing the start button. Saving is possible whenever the start button is on the screen. Uploading save data to the network. By saving your game to the network slot, you can upload save data online instead of saving it to the main storage. However, trophies earned during gameplay on one console will not transfer to another console that you transfer your save to. Keep in mind, certain trophies cannot be earned unless you start a new game from the beginning or with clear data, if you've not already earned them. Also, trophies based on numerical values, such as completing an action a certain number of times, or attaining a certain amount of something, will be reset to 0 upon transferring to a different console. Good to know. This is actually a new feature. When you save your game, it also saves a little bit of your past. You go back to that time by opening the menu with triangle, going to the system menu and selecting rewind. When you select the rewind slot, you will return to a point where you could roam freely shortly before you saved your game. Alright. Note that rewind function does not save your new starting point automatically. If you use this function, make sure to continue saving necessary. Checking tutorials. So, my advice on how to save. You should have a daily save. This is something you do every time. You should have a another save. Basically, 2 saves at the top. These are your 2 daily saves. This is for your save sessions, or your game sessions basically. So you start a game, you go out, play, save, shut off. Next day, you do this one instead, and save over this slot. Makes it easier and a lot more what's the word I'm looking for here? Makes it easier to go back in case you mess up. Second thing, weekly saves. I'm actually gonna have 3 for you guys. So weekly saves. This is something you save every week. And lastly, monthly saves, the start of every month. This way, if you have your daily saves for when you screw up, as well as your rotating saves. You have your weekly save in case you screwed up earlier that week on the playthrough. If you really messed up, you have a monthly save. If you want to, you can save a bi-monthly as well. That's just going a little too far for me. That's how I recommend doing saves for Persona. In this game in particular, I'm not sure if they've changed it. Stat gain is a little random. That may have been a 4th thing. But we'll get to that when we get to that. This is also where we get our DLC content, but I don't have any. See? Mirror. Have a fridge. Desk, good for studying. TV. Calendar. And apparently we have a shelf that I think we can actually customize our room a little bit, like with 5. And a little bit of 4, which is cheers. School starts tomorrow. I should get to sleep early so I can be ready for the first day of school.
It's Takeba. Are you awake? Good morning. Did you sleep okay? I've been asked to show you the way to school.
I just noticed this. Takeba, or Yukari. She's a part of the school's archery team. They didn't really give her a different type of sprites and stuff to hold in the original game. So it's cool to see that she's actually carrying her bow. That's actually really cool. Or the box with the bow in it.
Are you ready to go? Great, let's set out. This is how we'll be getting to school every day. It's a monorail. Pretty cool, huh? I honestly love the ride here. It almost feels like we're flying over the ocean. Oh, by the way, our school's at the last stop on this line. It's called Tatsumi Port Island. Have you heard of it? The whole thing's man-made, and our school's smack dab in the middle. Oh look, there it is now. Morning. Well, here we are. Allow me to welcome you to Gekkokaun High School. I hope you like it. You'll be okay on your own from here, right? Let's see. I guess you should go see your homeroom teacher first. The faculty office is over there on the left. They'll tell you more when you get there. Well, that about does it. Any questions before I go? Hey, about last night. Don't tell anyone what you saw, okay? See you!
Alright, cool. So, fun little thing. Oh, something new? There's a crowd forming in the front of the bulletin board. Maybe I'll take a peek before going to the faculty office. Looking around. Okay. So this is something that's not really in Western schools. These are shoe lockers. Basically, you are not allowed to wear normal sneakers or shoes inside the school. This is to keep the tiles clean, and so they don't get scuffed. Believe me, if you've been to a public school in the U.S., you know what I'm talking about with scuffed floors. What you do is you get a pair of loafers or shoes provided by the school, and every day you go to your locker, take off your shoes, put them in the locker, take out the other shoes, put them on, and go. As another fun little thing, Japanese students also help with the cleaning after school every day. It's to give them some cleaning skills as well as just helping out the school. So that's just one note. Got those 2F. Oh. So this is new. Where does this go? Is the second way up there? Huh. So this is a school lobby where you can get school supplies, food, stuff like that. Neat. Oh lord. Alright, I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick. There we are. Whenever I see cherry blossom full bloom, it feels like spring. Okay. Welcome to the office. Enter. The openings usually take about 2 hours, so I'm trying to get through this as quick as I can.
Oh, are you the new student? Huh. You're a second year, correct? Wow, you've lived in a lot of different places. Let's see, 10 years ago, your parents... I'm sorry, I've been so busy, I didn't have time to read this beforehand. I'm Ms. Toriumi. I teach composition. Welcome to our school.
I'm not sure how it's spelled in the Japanese, because the kanji can be different. But as a fun side note, Toriumi, or Toriume, or Yumi, literally translates to Seabird. So she is Miss Seabird. Kinda nice.
Wow, such enthusiasm. Have you seen the classroom assignments? You're in 2F. That's my class. But first, we need to go to the auditorium. The welcoming ceremony will be starting soon. Come on, I'll show you the way.
And so, another new school year is upon us. I'd like each of you to remember the proverb. If a job's worth doing, it's worth doing well. When applied to student life, this means...
Hey! You came to school with Takeba-san this morning, right? I saw you two walking together. You must be pretty close, huh? What's the deal between you and her? Oh, and, does she have a boyfriend? Nobody seems to know. Oh, really? I thought you might know, but I guess not. Wait, how close are you guys?
Who's that? Someone's talking. Yeah, sounds like it's coming from Miss Toriumi's class.
Hey, shh! Be quiet. You're gonna get me in trouble.
Sup, dude? How's it going? What? Don't look at me like that. Me? Call me Junpei. Junpei Iori. I transferred here when I was a second year in middle school. It's pretty tough being the new kid at first, you know? So I just wanted to say, hey, see what a nice guy I am? Hey, it's Yuka time! Didn't think we'd be in the same class again.
There you go again, acting like everybody's best friend. Try not to make him uncomfortable, okay?
What? I was just being friendly.
If you say so. Anyway, who'd have thought we'd be in the same homeroom? Funny, huh?
Hello? Are you forgetting I'm in this class too? Anyway, I gotta ask. I heard you guys walk to school together. What's up with that? Come on, give me the dirt.
Huh? What are you talking about? We just happen to live in the same dorm. Why do people always jump to conclusions? Have rumors been spreading about this already? Now I'm worried. Hey, you didn't tell anyone about you-know-what, did you? Okay, good. Seriously, don't say anything about last night, okay? What?
Last night?
Wait a minute, don't get the wrong idea. Listen, I just met him yesterday, and there is absolutely nothing between us. Jeez, I have to go now. There's something I need to take care of for the archery team. You better not start any more rumors.
Who cares? No one takes rumors seriously anyway. She's so paranoid. But hey, it's your first day here, and people are already talking about you. Believe it or not, she's actually pretty popular. You're the man. Well, here's to a fun school year, dude. You ready to head out? We can walk to the station together. Go!
Sorry about taking so long to get back. I was actually checking something on my phone. Apparently, the core cast characters are all voiced by new actors and actresses, which is cool. I like the idea that they are breathing new life into these characters because they've already played the characters. You let someone else do it if they want to, if they can. However, there are a few instances where the original voice actors do have cameos. One character that I've confirmed did reprise their role as a character, which we'll get to later on. But for the most part, the main cast is all new people. There we go.
Yeah. Go.
Let's go. All right. We are on the second floor, 2F. Oh god, this is actually really messing with my head a bit. Can we go up here?
Why?
No. Talk to you?
Welcome.
No. I'm not used to it being like this because in the original it was a not a top down, but a pulled back variant. I'm not used to this Persona 5 style.
Oh, check out the jocks on their run. Say, you thinking about joining the club? Oh, wait. New members gotta wait a while before they can apply. Your stop's at Iwatodai, right? Horns, man. Must be nice. Talk about living life wild and free.
Some Japanese schools.
I'm going this way, so see you tomorrow.
See ya. Some Japanese schools actually do allow this, where you can live on site if your parents work in another city or something. All right. Now, what does kind of irritate me, just a little bit, is in Persona 3 Portable, they introduced a female protagonist. I really wish they would have kept her. But there are rumors that in the future they may release a DLC that will introduce her. Ooh. Social link request multiple. Alright. I have to do touchpad. Okay. It's definitely a nice new change to that. I like it. Alright, let's go back to the dorm. Morgana's already yelling at us in spirit.
Welcome back.
I will say, Mitsudu is one of my favorite characters. The new voice actors did an amazing job recreating the voice. I can't think of the word, but she did a really good job. How was your first day of school? Not too bad.
Yes.
I see. Well, don't hesitate to ask your classmates for help if you need it. Oh, apologies, I didn't mean to keep you here. You've had a long day. Go get some rest. Storm looks good. What's this? Bulletin board. There he is. Schedules and contact information are written here. School printouts. Flippers on the loud. Don't make classes at night. Let me see if I can zoom in on that. That's 3 people. I think that's a... Since it looks like food in the upper right corner, this may be a schedule about who cooks and when. Ooh. Got ourselves a kitchen! In the original, you could only go to, like, here. There was no door here. Which actually makes sense that there's a kitchen now. Oh, I think I get this now! In the Persona 3 anime, one character likes to cook a lot, and you do see them working in the kitchen a lot, so... Neat! They actually include the kitchen. Alright, oh, that was fine. Well, nothing to do, so let's go to bed.
I'm going out for a bit. Have you seen the newspapers lately? There's a lot going on.
His voice actor did a good job with this one too. In the original, Liam O'Brien voiced this character, and he gave it the sort of deep gravelly-esque voice similar to Gaara. But he did a really good job with this. I like it. This guy.
I know. Severe cases of apathy syndrome are suddenly developing in people who showed no symptoms prior. It's been quite a topic of discussion. They say it's due to stress, but...
Yeah, right. It's gotta be them. Otherwise, it's not worth my time.
You have a one-track mind. Will you be okay out there on your own?
Don't worry. I'm just getting a little practice.
That's interesting. Sorry, pay attention to the mouth flaps. I know I'm pausing a lot doing this, but in most games that have this character sprite pop-up thing, they just do mouth flaps and the character talks. Regardless of if it matches or not. This one actually does match. It's actually pretty interesting. Huh. Technology, man.
This isn't a game, Akihiko.
The mouths don't form syllables or anything like that, but it does match pretty well with the actual dialogue. I like it. Hear people talking.
Have you heard?
Have you heard the rumor about, what was it again? The bathroom?
Hold up.
That's old news. Besides, it's just a ghost story, not a rumor. Ghost stories are rumors. Okay. You're talking about that one girl, right? The second year. She stopped coming to school and just sits around staring at the walls all day long. Whenever her mom tries to talk to her, the only thing she says is, "It's coming, it's coming."
What?
Is that really how the story goes? Whatever. Probably all made up anyway. Fun side note, there actually is a Japanese ghost story called Hanako-san and the Akamanto, which involves bathrooms. Basically, Hanako was a girl who was bullied and ended up dying in the second or third floor bathroom of her school in the third stall. And it's said if you go to go to any stall, third floor, third stall, knock on it and go, Hanako-san, are you there? She'll knock back and possibly kill you. Akamanto is more of a messed up one. Similar concept, bathroom stall, third one. You'll sometimes hear someone ask if you prefer the red paper or the blue paper. And if you answer any of them, if you answer red, a figure will pop out, slit your throat. If you say blue, he will pop out and strangle you. So yeah, fun stories. There actually is, if you want to look up the Hanako-san story, look up on YouTube. There actually is an animation for it.
Okay, time for class.
Okay, up your textbooks. We'll talk, why am I talking about Kronk? We'll take a look at the first novel by Zenzo Kasai. Why him? I'm more interested in Toto Kaneko's work lately. His essays are fantastic, and he's a famous haiku poet. I wonder why all this isn't in the textbook. Well, I guess I'll just bring his books next time. Speaking of haiku, they often use words or phrases related to seasons, but it's easy to get them mixed up. For example, tasty bamboo shoots and vivid carp streamers would symbolize spring, right? Well, they're actually related to summer. Haiku poets usually refer to seasons based on the lunar calendar, making it fairly complicated.
Hey,
Yori, are you listening? Here's a question for you. Among these phrases, a rain of flowers, mystical mirage, and vivid carp streamers, which one symbolizes summer? What? Makoto, you were listening, right? Lend a brother a hand. Social status. We only have 3 in 3. They are academics, charm, and courage. As we do certain things, they will increase, like other Persona games. What phrase symbolizes summer? So we know it's this. A rain of flowers would be, I'm assuming Hanabi, which is fireworks. Mystical mirage, I'm assuming would be winter and snow. So spring, winter, this would be summer.
exactly.
Yep, that's right. So you were listening to me after all. By the way, mystical mirage and a rain of flowers represent spring. Mystical mirage and spring. I don't know. Mirage natural phenomenon that occurs around late March to early June. And a rain of flower refers to the spring showers. Oh, around the time the cherry blossoms bloom. It's not literally raining flowers. Fun side note about yours truly. My birthday is around the time the cherry blossoms bloom. Make sure you remember all that. Our next topic is, or at least it was a few years ago. I'm not sure if it still is with the way things are going. Well, now you know how much I like to pay attention.
You're a
And you just sit in my bacon. He must have good memory or something. Only in Japan would you become popular for being a know-it-all. Oh, that's a nice. That's actually a really nice mechanic or visual. Each ring represents a level by looks of it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 levels? I don't know. Should be 5. I should head back to the dorm. bustling with activity in the afternoon. Ah, that's awesome characters. I like the clock transition. It's really nice.
Oh, he's back.
So, this is our new guest. Good evening. My name is Shuji Ikutsuki. I'm the chairman of the board for your school. Ikutsuki. Hard to say, isn't it? That's why I don't like introducing myself. Even I get tongue-tied sometimes. Please, have a seat. I apologize for the confusion regarding your accommodations, but it may take a bit longer before you receive the proper room assignment. Is there anything you'd like to ask? There are only 4 students in this dorm. You, Takeba-kun here, Kirijo-kun.
Okay, I want to explain this a little bit. Japanese have suffixes at the end of their names. It's to show respect. There is san, kun, chan, sama, dono, and I think I said sama. San, kun, chan, sama, dono. Kun and chan are usually gender specific. Kun usually goes for males and chan for females. However, that's not always, not really always the case. It's just usually usually what you're supposed to do. Especially if you're new, if you know them new, if you're new to meeting them. But you can use kun as a sort of affectionate way to refer to someone who is younger than you by a significant amount of years. Chan is more friendly. It can even be a little flirtatious. But you usually use that at the end of a female's name, like it'd be Takeba-chan. But that's again more between friends type of a thing. Or if you have, feelings for a person, stuff like that. San is more along the lines of Mr. Miss, if you want to be proper. So it'd be Takeba-san. Sama is a honorific for high respect. So Kirijo-sama. It's still Mr. and Mrs., but it's more emphasis on it. Dono is more like Lord. So you'd give that to someone who's like a principal, or the president, or a prime minister, or stuff like that. You can even go Tono, T-O-N-O. There's also senpai, which is a person who is higher up in a field that you're currently in. Usually it's with classmates, but you can use it in a business setting as well. Kohai is the opposite. You refer to someone who is younger than you that way. But you wouldn't refer to someone like as Takeba Kohai. You would just say, "This is my Kohai." Sensei, teacher, or could just be someone who has a specialization in a specific field. So yeah, that is the basics of suffixes. Keep in mind, this is very generalized. If you want to learn more about it, you have to research more. That's just basics.
And a third year named Akihiko Sanada-kun. I hope you all get along. Do you have another question? Excellent. Here's to a wonderful school year. Now, if you'll excuse me. I'm sure you're worn out from all these formalities. You may want to consider going to bed early. As they say, the early bird catches the bookworm. Get it? Bookworm? Because you're students? Clever, isn't it?
You'll get used to his lame jokes. I guess I'll head back to my room too. Like the chairman said, you should get some rest. Transferring schools is a real pain when you're not used to it. Good night.
Hello there. So, how's he doing?
He went to bed a little while ago. He's currently fast asleep. Mr. Chairman, Do you think he's...
Well, let's wait and see for now. The dark hour is approaching.
Come on, what do you say? I can't leave a pretty girl standing around in the cold like this.
What do you think, Mayumi?
I mean, I'm cool with it, but if my parents found out...
They don't need to know. Just drop them a text. It'll be fine.
Yeah. Okay, let's do it.
This sucks.
I'm serious. I was scared shitless.
Nice story, though.
That was the Bayside Rockers, brought to you by KJ. And that's all for tonight, folks. Tune in again next week, same time, same place.
The program you just heard was sponsored by Kirito Electronics, bringing the future to you. The time is now 12 a.m.
What the... What's happening to me?
I also kind of like the original version of that.
He's still sleeping.
In the original version, it was an animated cutscene that entire bit. But you see the black goo coming from his face, and it's a lot more disturbing. Oh well.
The dark hour occurs every day at 12 midnight. You could say it's the hidden hour. During this time, an ordinary person transmogrifies into a coffin and is oblivious to all that occurs.
Then he must be...
As you can see, he's retained his human form. He may be asleep, but he's definitely experiencing the dark hour. The only question that remains is whether or not he has the potential. Though, come to think of it, he must. If he didn't, they would have preyed on him by now.
Scary.
In any case, we should continue to monitor him for a few more days.
Yes, sir.
I feel kind of bad, though, spying on him like this.
Welcome to the Velvet Room. My name is Igor. I am delighted to make your acquaintance. This is Elizabeth. She's a resident here, like myself.
Pleased to meet you.
Alright, so Elizabeth here. Elizabeth is voiced by the same voice actress from the original version. She's voiced all variants of her, as far as I know. She also doubled in the original as Mitsuru's voice actress. But, new voice actress for Mitsuru. But Elizabeth stays the same.
This place exists between dream and reality, mind and matter. Only those who have signed the contract can enter this place. From now on, you shall be welcome here as a guest in the Velvet Room. You were destined to hone your unique ability, and you will require my assistance to do so. I only ask one thing in return. Abide by your contract, and assume full responsibility for the choices you make. Hold on to this. Until we meet again.
Just gonna roll with it. you see the camera. Ah, flip phones. I miss flip phones. When you get mad at someone, you hang up. It was sometimes just go click and flip. Time to go to school. Oh, no audio. Yo, I'm so sleepy today. Sounds like these, the best course of action is to sleep during class. That adrenaline rush you get from dozing off right in front of your teacher can really spice up your dreams. Don't sleep in class. As someone who was trying to be a teacher, don't sleep in class. Especially in Japan, they'll throw shit at you. Or hit you upside the head. Whoa, you take your studying pretty seriously, but it takes real courage to sleep in class now. Then again, since I'm not listening to the lecture, I'm pretty much screwed later. Oh, but we have classic lit today. That means we're stuck with Mr. Nasty Old Koda. That's a really nice clock. I like that.
Now, moving on.
I'm Mr. Okoda. I'll be your classic literature teacher. You look like you look like you're about to fall asleep. Or you're just tired. We'll be learning all about good old Japan through through truly great stories. Exciting, right? Alright, let me hold this up. You're on the 9th. There we go. Now, some people say classic lit isn't relevant anymore, but oh, are they wrong? The students, the other teachers, they don't know what they're talking about. Nobody really understands understand it like they should. We're gonna stay awake. If we stay awake, we get increasement to our academics. If we sleep, we get increasement to our courage. If we don't get caught, stay awake.
Good.
Hey, are you listening to me? Let's wake up, shall we, children? Now open your textbooks. First on our syllabus is Issei Monogatari, the origin of Japanese literature. It's a very interesting story. You youngsters might even call it the bomb. I can tell you people are zoning out on me. Oh. As someone who wanted to be a teacher, and if anyone who's trying to be a teacher out there, don't. Just don't. If you want to do the whole relating to the youths by speaking the lingo, learn the lingo and make it sound natural. Yay! Like a little. So if this guide works out the way it should, we will be getting max social link as well as max.
What's up? How's it going?
As well as max stats.
Want to stop somewhere on the way home? I don't know. Maybe grab a bite to eat? That's right. You're new around here. No worries. I'll show you. It's just around the corner from here. Let's go. This is Polonia Mall. Whenever I hang out with the guys from school, we end up coming here. There's a karaoke box, an arcade. Oh yeah, you can rent out CDs too. And there's that club over there. Not that I've ever gone in myself. This place may not look like much, but I'm not complaining. Let's check out the CDs first. Oh, whoa, that's new. I gotta try this. Let me show you my mad crane game skills. Ah, damn it!
Fun side note, Jack Frost is the mascot of ATLUS. It's actually a cute little dude.
Even empty-handed. Dude, come and look from the side. Yeah, that's it, yo! One more try. Just one more.
Junpei's voice actor is pretty good too.
Welcome back.
So far, I'm 10 out of 10 on the voices. You're pretty late. I don't mean to be overbearing, but please don't make this a regular occurrence. Well, in any case, you look tired. Why don't you go to bed early tonight? Alright. Map shortcuts, L1. Nice. Alright, we're going to save here, and we're going to call it. I'm still going to stick to my hour-long regiments. I know pretty much what's going to happen soon, so yeah. Either way, I hope you guys enjoy the set. I'll see you guys next time, where we will continue on from here. Till then, though, as always, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye-bye!